Documenting my life through film was one of the best decisions I ever made. As a content creator, I went from 30k subs on YouTube to now just under 100k. We're at 98k as well. And also went from 3,000 followers to 40,000 followers in just 3 months. And the way I've achieved all this and built my life up as a content creator, so I was able to go full time, have the freedom, have the location, the time freedom, and just the peace of mind knowing that I'm doing what I love. And the only way that this has been possible is just simply through documenting my life. And honestly, most people are just afraid of documenting their life because they think that their life is boring. They ask themselves, why is my life so special that it has to be on film? But what if I told you the moment you start taking out a camera and just like filming for the sake of filming, you develop the mindset and the skills, and eventually your life will become fun. Now, if you're ready to step up your personal brand, then I recommend putting this video on full screen so you can eliminate all distractions and learn what you need to learn. So part number 1, shift your mindset. Now, you don't need an exciting life. You just have to be creative. You need an observant eye. Now, I tried to make cinematic content for such a long time. And even when I was in uni, even a long time ago, I just didn't have the creative space. I didn't have the room that was so aesthetic. I just had a basic boring room. And even when I was in a college dorm, I still managed to make something to make the best out of my space. And that's what you need. It's not really about the gear. It's not really about equipment. It's about the person behind the gear. It's about the person behind the camera. Because that is literally what defines you. That is what defines your life. That is what defines how good you can make your content. I've seen so many people take their boring life, take their boring room, and just make amazing content. You see, beauty is everywhere. You just need to see it and grab it. Instantly, I can tell this is going to color grade well. The lighting is good, it's moody, it's dramatic, it looks cinematic, it's not overexposed, and that's how I know it is going to be a beautiful shot. You see, magic isn't in what you do, it's in how you capture it. And you think that nobody cares about your life. But the truth is, you're just not showing it the right way. You see, the cool moments, the short moments, the beautiful moments, they're here all the time. You just have to capture them on film. And this is such a fulfilling thing to do. Now let's get into part number 2. Actually filming your life without overthinking. So the basics here are you have different types of shots. You have the wide shot, the medium shot, the close-up, and a system I use is called the 3-shot rule. Now the best part of any video is making something dynamic. If you have too many of one thing, it just looks off. You're gonna want that contrast with all of your videos. For example, a really good video is a video that is well balanced. So if you have too many close shots, it just looks weird. If you have too many wide shots, it's not compelling enough. Film 3 shots of the same thing. You can film a wide shot where you're sitting at the desk and working, and then you come in for a more medium shot from another angle, and then you come into a close shot of maybe my eyes, how I'm focusing, or just like what I'm writing down, if I'm writing down something, what I'm typing. And you just alternate. You have the same scene, the same person, the same environment, but you just take one wide shot to establish the scene, and then you come in closer, and then you come in very close, and then you go wide again. And it's just this like dynamic contrast. So you also want to film in short bursts of 10 to 20 seconds. And it's not about building motivation, it is about building the habit trigger. So for example, every time you leave the house, take your camera with you and get ready to film. So as soon as I just felt this block, we had this creative block when filming B-roll, because B-roll is like arguably one of the most important things when you're making a YouTube video. I mean, unless you're going for the full raw, full unfiltered style, which is another topic for another discussion. But my best friend from high school and I, who we work on the channel together, we took out a camcorder and we started to record, when we go play tennis, when we go to a nice hotel, when we go outside, when we go for a run. We just take the camcorder and just film. And you just want to make it a habit, like make it part of your identity to capture everything. The beautiful moments, the boring moments, anything and everything. But if you're starting out, done is always better than perfect. You just want to film so you can get those reps in and become better and better, because practice makes perfect. If you're just thinking about, why am I going to film? How am I going to film? What if people think I'm weird if I film outside, and all that social anxiety talking? But you're just gonna have to overcome that so you can finally be creative. And we all want that cinematic content. We want our videos to look like movies. That's how we want our personal brand to be perceived. And months ago, even last year, I had this thought. I'm like, I want to make my channel cinematic. You can check out my main videos. You can see how the lighting is, the shots that I use, the color grading, even this frame right here, which is the A-roll frame. It's all designed in such a way to be as cinematic as possible with all the experience I've gathered over the last years. Color grading is what takes any footage and makes it 10 times better. Now, if you have a good lighting in a shot, then you can turn that and really make it good. But if the lighting is just terrible and it's off, most times you can't really save bad lighting, right? What makes a shot cinematic? Color grading, moody and dark lighting, background blur, the framing, having cool framing, either using the rule of thirds where you either center or you have either on one side or 1/3. And a lot of the times you just need good lighting for good shots. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be natural lighting, which is the most accessible. Right now, I'm not using natural lighting because I can control this, this space. I have a light over here I have my monitor, which is lighting my face as well. And I also have one light here in the back and another light over there. And this just creates the perfect lighting setup to film your videos. And also a huge tip for making anything cinematic is filming at the right time. So the right time, naturally with natural light, is either sunset or sunrise, the golden hour. Filming during golden hour makes everything so much easier. It reduces the complexity to a minimum. It makes all shots easier, it makes the lighting better, it makes color grading more effective and better. So I'm gonna make a whole video about lighting, about camera, about gear, equipment, everything that you need to know about becoming a proper content creator, about building your personal brand and becoming successful with that. So if you're enjoying content like this, then subscribe to the channel. We are going to be dropping a school community called Content OS when this channel hits 1,000 subscribers. It's going to be a community for content creators to help you build and scale your personal brand so you can get to where you want to be. Now, part number 3. Filming your life isn't enough. You need to turn it into a story. You need to have a structure, beginning, middle, end. You need to take any scene and anything that is happening and make it a sequence. You need to have a sequence that tells a story that is so visually captivating. So for example, in my content, there are 3 segments. There's the raw work I put out, which are the videos and stuff like that. And then the middle work, which is the community. And then the final product is basically the life that I'm living, right? There is a step process. So you want to just show everything from the behind the scenes, from your mindset, and just show more of your world, because that is what makes people see you more and like trust you more. And that is everything in the game of personal branding. People need to trust you, and for good reason, because you're sending out a message. You're helping people, you're inspiring them, and you're providing value. You see loyal viewers equals better views, more subscribers, and more sales. And that all comes back. It helps you build more content, make more videos, and live a better life, which people are going to benefit from. Now, the journey is a long journey to become a content creator, to become somebody who documents their life no matter how boring, and to become good at that. It takes a lot of time, but you need to practice. And that's why watching these videos definitely helps you get there, because I went through all of the trials, all of the tribulations, and now I'm here. We still have a long way to go, but I've learned so much on this journey, and I'm so passionate about it that I want to share everything with you. So take people along this long journey of you. Talk about the struggles, talk about everything you were going through, and also show it. Show the struggles, show the behind the scenes, show like the long hours when you're working on your business, when you're filming the video. Just talk about that video that took you 20 hours to make and got like 500 views. And that's what makes people like you. That's what makes people resonate with you and trust you. And that's everything. And that's what turns into real income, which sustains this business. So documenting my life, I've made it a habit over the past 1.5 years, and it's changed everything for me. And it's just nice to see the memories, to see how far you've come, to see like just the improvements in the person you were, like the person I was 1.5 years ago, and the person I am today. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like these, and also comment down below what you want to see next. So take care, and you got this.